Have you ever felt the weight of the world pressing down on your chest? That invisible pressure, the kind that makes it hard to breathe. The nights when you're staring at the ceiling, replaying conversations, worrying about tomorrow, feeling your mind racing faster than your heartbeat. Stress. It doesn't knock on the door politely. It storms in, uninvited. It creeps into your work, your relationships, your health. It steals your peace of mind, and if left unchecked, it can steal years of your life. But what if I told you stress is not your enemy? What if I told you it's your teacher? That the storm you feel is not here to drown you, but to shape you. The ancient Stoics, men like Marcus Aurelius, Seneca, and Epictetus, faced wars, exile, betrayal, sickness, even death. And yet they carried a calm that most of us only dream of. Why? Because they understood something that modern science is only beginning to rediscover. You don't control the world outside you, but you do control the world inside you. And that is where your true power lies. So today, I want you to walk with me into that world, not just to learn how to manage stress, but to master it. To turn stress into fuel, to turn chaos into clarity, to turn pain into peace. This is the Stoic way. This is mindfulness, not as a trend, not as a breathing exercise you do once and forget, but as a way of life. By the time we're done, I want you to feel it, not in your head, not as theory, but in your bones. Because when stress comes knocking again, and it will, you won't collapse. You'll smile. You'll breathe. And you'll remember, mind over stress. Always. Stress is not new. It's as old as humanity. Imagine the first humans standing in the wilderness. The rustle in the grass might mean the wind or a lion waiting to strike. Stress was the body's way of saying, be ready, survive. Fast forward thousands of years, the lions are gone, but the stress remains. Now, the lions wear different faces, deadlines, bills, expectations, relationships, failure, regret. And instead of fighting or fleeing, we sit with it. We carry it. We replay it over and over in our minds until it crushes us. Here's the truth. Stress is not the problem. The problem is how we interpret it. The Stoics said, we suffer more in imagination than in reality. Think about that. How many nights have you spent worrying about something that never even happened? How many days have you wasted replaying conversations in your head that the other person already forgot? Stress is the mind rehearsing pain that doesn't exist. But here's where the Stoics give us our first lesson.
Marcus Aurelius, emperor of Rome, had armies marching against him, betrayals within his court, and a plague ravaging his people. If anyone had the right to collapse under stress, it was him. And yet he wrote in his journal, "You have power over your mind, not outside events. Realize this, and you will find strength." Pause here. Let that sink in. Stress is not what happens. Stress is how you respond. Now, you might say, that's easy for Marcus to say. He was emperor. But think about it. If the most powerful man in the world admitted he couldn't control life, What makes us think we can? The key is this: when you fight reality, you always lose. When you flow with reality, you win, because you stop giving power to what you cannot change.
I know someone listening right now is carrying a weight. Maybe it's debt. Maybe it's the fear of failing your family. Maybe it's heartbreak. Maybe it's the fear of never being enough. And I want you to hear me. That weight doesn't have to crush you. It can strengthen you. Stress can become the gym where your soul trains. Every anxious thought an opportunity to practice calm. Every challenge an invitation to grow. But first, you must separate the two worlds. The world inside you, your thoughts, your choices, your focus. The world outside you, other people, events, circumstances. Confusion between these two creates stress. Clarity between them creates freedom. So when stress rises, stop and ask yourself, is this within my control or outside it? If it's outside, release it. If it's inside, reshape it. This is not just philosophy. This is survival. Because the one thing stress cannot touch, unless you let it, is your mind.